Well, the thing that I love the most about the Monadnock region is the connection people have to the land here and to wildlife. I grew up in a really suburban, highly developed part of New Jersey and was always kind of looking for the wilderness that I could find there. And so here you don't have to search at all. We're surrounded by wildlife and wild places and people who care about those things. So that is one of the things I love the most about this region. I think like many people who work in the environmental field, I feel really driven by the beauty of the natural world, the complexity of the natural world, and wanting to protect that beauty and that complexity and in all the different ways, and also to help people see that and connect to that in their lives. So appreciating what's around us and then also helping to protect what we can.
Being around family and then the place I grew up, it was nice to be able to stay in the area, give back to the area, work with and on the area. What keeps me going, like my drive for this field, is I just try to do good for the people that deserve to have well done to them. A lot of people I work with either haven't grown up with that, I don't experience that in their day-to-day life, so I just try to be there for them and treat them how I think they deserve to be treated. Whether they think they deserve to be treated well or not is one thing, but I try to show them that they absolutely do deserve to be treated that way. I guess I would tell younger women of the future, your community is worth it, you're worth it, your ideas are most likely worth it, and everyone should hear what you have to say, hear what you have to do, and see what you can do with it. You're worth being heard, and you're worth everyone seeing what you can do.
Hi, Judy.
Hi.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you.
Being given this award was a huge surprise and shock to me. And what it said to me is how important it is to recognize women who have fought hard in a workforce that isn't always female friendly. The things that have inspired me of some of the women that I have worked with or worked alongside or worked above or below was the caring and compassion leadership that people showed toward their colleagues. The women that I have been inspired by have set a consistent, well-paced way of functioning in some high-demand jobs.
I love that we don't have to see eye to eye necessarily on some things. There are probably a lot of people that I massively disagree with, but I still love and respect them for the work that they do and really admire how much they give back to the community. And I feel like that's so important right now, especially to remember that, to build that trust in our community and the people that we live with, the people that you meet each day. Like Mr. Rogers says, when you get to know people like that, you don't just know the people that you live next to or that you agree with, but you get to meet a broad swath of people in our community. I also really believe in the value of joining things. You meet so many interesting people and people that you wouldn't necessarily meet in your normal life if you're not joining groups and meeting people that are not necessarily in your sphere. I think it's really wonderful. I see myself as someone who's active in a lot of things, but because it's fun, because I enjoy it. And I hope that people will recognize how fun it is to be involved and to not be on the sidelines.
So I throw them in.
I'm very passionate about working at the department and for the city of Keene because our job is to serve the community. And I work alongside an incredible bunch of men and women who commit their lives to that service. So it's very important to me, and I feel very blessed that I get to be a part of that organization. The women that have come into the fire service in the past few years have also been very inspiring to me. It's great to see that change in our department, to have some very incredible young women that are committed to the fire service and the community. I'm a person that they can talk to, having worked at the firehouse for as long as I have. So I hope that that's something that's helpful to them. It's even better to be able to support a community that you grew up in and to see the changes throughout the years. It's a special place, and I love it here.
What colors will you use for that hat, do you think?
I'm using 3 of them.
All right, let's see how, I don't know how to do it. Can you show me how?
I've worked for several regions in the state of New Hampshire, but this region of Monadnock is real special to me because I've made a lot of friends and met a lot of wonderful people at work and have really been inspired by the folks that I serve. Most of the individuals that I serve have really taken on a lot of challenges, be it at birth from developmental disability or perhaps injury, resulting in traumatic brain injury or spinal cord injury. In any event, just watching them make the gains and complete the goals to be able to get back as close to baseline in their regular life is just really inspiring to watch. What drives me most about this position is being able to go into the home and see people in their day-to-day life and be actively a part of making sure that their health care is coordinated and their medications are in place. Just watching them move forward with goals and feel successful is really important. In reality, I feel very blessed by the people that I'm surrounded with. So if we are extraordinary, we're extraordinary together.
For me, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to care for families in our community. It is a passion of mine to be able to walk the journey with them in their darkest hours of their lives. Probably the most difficult time in one's life is to lose someone you love. And so that privilege of letting me in to help them, guide them, support them, cry with them, is just such a privilege that means so much to me. Seeing somebody out on the street afterwards and receiving a warm hug or just a thank you in general just means the world to me. It means that I did what I certainly hoped to do in meeting their expectations of what we could bring to the funeral service and for them as a family. And just that satisfaction or privilege, I guess is the best way to put it, that they embrace me as well in letting me into their journey. There are days where, you know, the days seem never ending. You are available for families 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the gratifications on the other side make every single moment of stress and sleepless nights worth every minute of it, because, you know, to know that you were able to help somebody just to me brings so much satisfaction. And again, as I circle back, always it is a privilege. It's not something I take for granted, and I love what I do.
Growing up, I was a dancer actually for a really long time, and I went through 2 pretty drastic hip surgeries when I had just graduated high school, and music was a way for me to be creative but not necessarily need to move my body a whole ton, which was something that I hadn't been used to in the past. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't know how I would find something to teach that I really, really loved. I never was like, oh, I want to be a classroom teacher or a high school math teacher. It was always, I want to teach something that I'm passionate about because I always loved my teachers growing up. So when I kind of connected those dots for myself, teaching music was something that became pretty obvious. So everything happens for a reason. I very firmly believe that, and certain things in my life, if I hadn't gone through them, I don't think that I would be in the space where I am today. You know, choosing music education and choosing to teach. Believe in yourself, obviously, which sounds a little cliche, but just make sure that like you're kind to yourself, and you know, not everything happens right away. It might take time.
Yeah, so what's new? How's everything going?
Everything that I've done, everything that I've accomplished is because of the people that's around me. One of my majors at McGill University was women's studies. So it was really important to me that all my life that women had a voice, that we were present, that we were able to provide what we could provide and how we can provide it, and not be silenced because of other people in the room. Don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to do things that scare you. The scary things are the things that are worth doing. I mean, I'm born and raised in Montreal. I left everybody I knew, everything that I knew, to come to a different country and pursue something that, you know, at the time, I was only 19 and I had no idea if I would be successful. And it's scary, but you do it because you have to have faith in yourself, and again, the faith in the people around you, and try it. And that there's really no such thing as failures. It's just attempts that didn't work out, and it gives you the opportunity to try something new.
I don't have to go to the gym because I do a lot of grocery shopping, and I do a lot of lugging and tugging of groceries. And so that's my workout. What I do, I don't do alone, number one. There's many, many helping hands. You see a need and you fill it. And I have the time to do it. So, and I have the ability to do it. So those three things make it worthwhile. And people appreciate it. Nobody cares if I stay home and wash my kitchen floor. So I'd rather be out in the community with people and to help make their day better. You have to be empathetic, and you have to make sure that you're honest with people. I think one thing that COVID taught us was it's not good to be isolated and insular. You need to be with people. You need to talk with people. You need to make them smile. You need to smile, you know. So it's just the community is the heart of everything.